Welcome, Collective, to Timeless Energy. I'm Barbara. This is a general timeless reading. This is entertainment purpose only. If it does not resonate, please do not make it fit. Watch out for scammers in the comment section below. This is my disclaimer. It is not me. Just a minute here. We need to... Sorry for the interruption. Just the smell of the sage or smudge bothers the domestic pets. Okay, let me go about one more time here. Okay, watch out for the scammers. Like I said, that's not me. And thank you very much for liking, subscribing, for your comments and your donations. By pressing the subscription button, you probably fully well know, helps my channel grow. And it is truly appreciated. And there is a link for subscriptions. Okay. First of all, this is Timeless Energy, and we're going to start with an oracle card. These are large crystals, the stone deck. My daughter got this for me by Andrew Smart. The photographs are Jason Weish. Yeah, it was a gift, and we're going to pull one of these first. Okay, Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. One card for the Timeless Energy. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. One card, 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 Spirit guide me. One. Okay. There's the picture on the front. Let me see. We got the ruby. You see that? I don't know if you can see that, but that's the ruby. Okay. What it is. Hot pink to Cabernet red. Ruby is a precious gemstone that has bedazzled royalty for centuries. Ruby is a fearless guide and protector, pointing you in the direction of a rich, passionate life. Who needs it? Anyone with something worth fighting for. Any Aries. Where to put it? In a ring on the hand you throw punches with, or in the boudoir. When to use it? You want to show the world you're both beautiful and ferocious. When your sex life needs a heaping tablespoon of spice, when the doldrums have you down, reach for ruby and some really red lipstick and come out swinging. Feed your fires. And there is our oracle message for today's read. Now the next step with Timeless Energy, those that are familiar, we're going to pull 3 cards. We're going to pull 3 cards for Timeless Energy. Okay, Spirit guide me. Oh, that was fast. Flipped right out. Our first card today is the Hangman, and it is upright. Just set Okay. Second card, Spirit Guide Me. Spirit Guide Me, Timeless Energy. Spirit Guide Me. Spirit Guide Me, Timeless Energy. Spirit Guide Me. Spirit Guide Me, Timeless Energy. Spirit Guide Me. Okay. What's that? Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse is our second card. We're just going to put that right there. One more card, Spirit Guide Me for Timeless Energy. One more card, Spirit Guide Me for Timeless Energy. One more card, Spirit Guide Me for Timeless Energy. One more card, Spirit Guide Me for Timeless... Okay, and the third card in reverse as well is the Two of Swords. The space is just a little bit on the small side. My apologies. So let's see what we have. Hangman. Bear with me. Okay. The Hanged Man. It's upright. Lack of direction. Perspective. The Hangman is a third eye energy. And not to jump ahead, or, spoiler alert, the Three of Cups here and the Two of Swords both are also third eye energy. Now, the third eye chakra, I like to rely on the definition that you rely on your intuition. But the Hanged Man is a lack of direction, self-limiting. Now, a third eye chakra could be the energy of you have a lot to express in many ways, or you constantly have new ideas. So as we move on, we'll get an idea of what the energy here is that we're dealing with. Now, the Hangman could be discernment. It could very well be sacrifice. Intuition is one of the definitions for the Hangman. And the third eye, I've always put a very strong intuitive or intuition in the case of specific definition, that you rely on your intuitive ability. Okay? The Hangman is a card with the energy of Neptune. Fantasies and dreams, idealism. Neptune can be very sensitive, It also says wisdom. Didn't we get wisdom? Yes, wisdom. So Neptune could be wisdom. The Hangman could be wisdom. We're looking for some general ideas of what direction we're going in. We'll find out when we get all three cards looked into. Let's see, the Hangman could be a readjustment. I'm looking for the things that aren't normally brought up. Because, to be honest with you, readers can use a variety of definitions for just about any card. And they usually do. The Hangman could also, actually, you could relate to this, be a prophecy card. It's a prophecy card. Stillness grants perspective. Was the Neptune energy of fantasy or dreams? That could mean the energy of you having a dream. Or maybe you fantasize a lot. It is a very strong imagination energy, but it is also wisdom, not once but twice. Now, the second card here is the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups being in reverse, overabundance, lack of appreciation, excessive pleasures. Well, this is wisdom. This is Mercury. It's also a third eye, like I said, and a Cancer energy. Cancer automatically you would think, well, with people, but timeless energy, I try to focus on the energy. If you want to connect it to a Cancer person and you resonate with that, by all means. A Cancer energy is also sensitive. And the Hanged Man Neptune energy is also sensitive. The best way for me, well, because there are many who have more experience than I do, is to look for the doubles. So we have one right there, sensitive and sensitive. Now, with the Hangman, you have dreams and fantasies, but wisdom. With the Three of Cups, you have reasoning, shrewd, secretive, reasoning. And with the Mercury, you have communication, shrewd, secretive, reasoning, and communication. With the Three of Cups, we're dealing with parties or gatherings, sometimes even reunions, socializing. So it's no surprise that it's got Mercury energy. But the third eye shouts intuitive, trusting your intuition. And the Cancer in this energy Could be sensitive. Like I said, sensitive. The Hanged Man in reverse. Could be impulsiveness. Oh, well, we're doing the upright, aren't we? Sorry, my bad. Got stuck on this one being reversed. The Hangman's not in reverse. The Hangman's intuition and wisdom. Lack of direction. Why did that stick out? I don't know. I'm going to go with that. Neptune, sensitive, lack of direction. Dreams and fantasies. That's a really good one. Shrewd. Secretive. Communication. When you're dealing with a trickster. Oh my goodness. Dealing with a trickster. Okay. Perspective, wisdom, sensitive, lack of direction. Sensitive, wisdom, perspective, lack of direction. Shrewd, secretive, trickster. Oh my. But you're intuitive and you trust your intuition. And because all three of these have the third eye chakra, trusting your intuition seems to be a very strong energy in whatever message we're doing here. Okay. Now, the third card was the Two of Swords. It was kind of laying out there off to the side. And I don't know if I held it up very long for anybody to see. But it is also third eye, but it is the moon. The Two of Swords. Seeing the truth. Lies being exposed. And indecision. With the moon energy. The moon energy is you want to preserve what's familiar. Now, you do get mood swings with the moon energy, and the thing is, your support depends on your perspective and your emotional bias. I think emotional bias would be the best way to describe that one. This is a Libra energy, which most people think is balanced and can be, but it's diplomatic. But it can be sitting on a fence. With sitting on a fence right up next to preserving what's familiar. And right on top of mood swings. Okay, there's a combination to think about. Well, the thing about the Two of Swords, difficult decisions could be one of the things. A hoodwinked figure balancing two swords. Hoodwinked. Never thought of it that way. Hoodwinked. Because what do we have here? Fantasies, dreams, sensitivity, uncertain, lack of direction, And then we have sensitivity, shrewd, secretive, trickster. So, you're feeling trapped. You're dealing with a little bit of wisdom. You're dealing with a little bit of sensitivity. You're feeling trapped. Your intuition is spot on. And you're smart enough to know what the time of day is. But you don't really have a direction. Not really certain of the direction. Well, it doesn't have to be a total lack of direction. It might just be there's more than one and you're not sure what direction to go. But you're feeling trapped. You've got to pick a direction, right? You've got the wisdom. You're very sensitive. Your intuitive ability is pretty strong. Then here comes the Three of Cups. In reverse. We have lacking a social life, overindulging, gossiping. The Three of Cups is a friendship card, but this is in reverse. So my guess would be that if you're dealing with friends, that situation might be in reverse. It's not a lack of social skills when you gossip, because gossiping is a social skill that people use all the time. It doesn't exactly build trust. But this is a very strong, intuitive card. And with the Mercury energy, which is communication. Again, communication. And with the Cancer energy, which is sensitive, secretive. Sometimes it's a vivid imagination. I did already say shrewd. I could be wrong. Maybe it is not intentionally shrewd. Maybe it's a vivid imagination. But it is a communication card. It's a communication card that's in reverse that shouts the word gossip. Now, I know I go back and forth, but you know what? I have memory problems. And I just want to go, now that we've got this here covered, the Hanged Man again. I want to make sure we've got like a spot on, like all on the same page. Because, it could be more than, you're feeling trapped. You got a lack of direction. There's wisdom. There's intuition. Lack of direction. Imaginative. Sensitive. Dreams and fantasies. And then again, you're coming up to the Three of Cups. And you've got the Cancer energy. Shrewd. Secretive. Communication. Trickster. So my guess would be the energy, you've got the lack of direction, and along comes an energy that is secretive and shrewd, and a trickster. That would make sense. Because you've got a lack of direction, you've got wisdom, and you're very strong with your intuitive. You trust your intuitive. But the Three of Cups is also a very strong intuitive energy. Now the Three of Cups could be the resolution of a problem or a compromise. Now, if you use the word compromise, you're dealing with a sensitive energy that's shrewd, I'm guessing the compromise might even benefit you. Who knows? But the energy is also dealing with, in reverse, gossip. Well, if you don't have a social life and you reach out and communicate with somebody and you want to make friends, you want to feel included, you want to feel part of something, we do tend to talk more than we should, and that is gossip, isn't it? Okay? But this is an energy in reverse. In reverse. Strong, intuitive, trust your intuitive. Flip that upside down. Okay, so maybe you're not able to trust your intuition. You're gossiping. It's a socializing type of thing. Doesn't necessarily have to be in person. You're lonely, you don't have a social life to speak of, and you are overindulging in gossip. Maybe even being a bitch. I'm sorry. But, hey, facts of life. You might even be, I don't see anger here. I see communication. I see sensitivity. I see shrewdness. I see trickster. Okay. Lack of direction. Intuitive, which is upright. Gossiping. Intuitive, which is upside down. Well, hey, if you're communicating with somebody and you have a very small friendship base and you're starving for friendship, communication, bonding, you tend to communicate maybe about things that you shouldn't be communicating about. And if this energy is supposed to be secretiveness or shrewdness, again, this is in reverse. So shrewdness would be in reverse. You're not being very smart about it. You started with strong, intuitive, and you go to intuitive that's in reverse, shrewdness that's in reverse. You're not being very smart about it. If you're gossiping, if that's the energy of this card, you're not being very smart about it. And there is the sensitivity. Sensitive. There is the intuitive of the chakra. Intuitive upright, intuitive upside down. You've got the trickster card here. I don't think that we intentionally trick ourselves, so I am guessing this energy might be a second party, and if it's gossip, well, it's not too hard to figure out where the second party is. The second party is probably the one you're gossiping with. Okay. We have the Two of Swords next. And you know what? That's in reverse. Well, in reverse, this could be lies that are being exposed. Well, you're gossiping with somebody, okay? Obviously, you're talking about somebody other than yourself. Maybe the person you're gossiping with has already heard different versions of the story. You never thought that might happen. Guess what? It happens all the time. Another thing about in reverse with the Two of Swords would be indecision, delays, or postponements. So the gossiping in the conversation, okay? Gossiping in the conversation, let's say intuitive being in reverse with this card as well. So the energy of this card is in reverse, okay? The intuitive is in reverse. You also have the Libra energy in this card in reverse. You also have the moon energy in this card in reverse. Truth, seeing the truth, seeing through the lies being exposed, seeing the truth. So somebody in this gossiping conversation can see through to the truth. And the Libra energy being in reverse. I'm going to hold this up again, I'm sorry. The Libra being in reverse. Well, the Libra is a diplomat. What happens to the diplomat when the diplomat is in reverse? Well, it could be the way somebody perceives the diplomat after the conversation has been exposed. And the moon energy is also in reverse. Okay. Preserving what's familiar? Well, if preserving what's familiar is one of the definitions of the moon energy, and it's in reverse, then whatever is going on in this energy is not intending to preserve anything that's familiar. As a matter of fact, the exact opposite. Breaking away from the familiar, destruction of the familiar. Also with the moon energy being in reverse. It has to do with support. Now, the moon energy with support is kind of hard and complicated to understand. It basically, to put it down to something simple, on an individual basis, the support or the lack of support specifically is determined by the individual's feelings, perspective, or choice, which is a really big box, okay? So, if the preserving the familiar is upside down, which means whatever the energy is breaking down what's familiar, destroying what's familiar, completely bringing to a standstill whatever it is that you were familiar with. Maybe the conversation, if it's gossip, the energy of gossip, would be honest with you, the energy could be, well, oh my God, if this person says this kind of thing about Jane Doe, what in the world is she saying about me when I'm not around? That happens a lot with gossip. It's a given. This is not necessarily a universal read. As a matter of fact, I prefer the energy being closer to home because it's easier and less complicated for us to understand. I'm a homebody. It could go right up into universal or political or, any other way that you want to put it. But to be honest with you, that energy upside down, wow. That was a great conversation. I had a great time. You hang up the phone and then you say to yourself, oh, well, I wonder if that person is getting on the phone in 10 minutes with somebody else and repeating everything I said. Because she just repeated everything Jane Doe said to me. And it wasn't very much of a compliment. So, that's just guessing if it's gossip and if it's a conversation. I might be completely wrong. I'm 60 years old. There have been numerous times that I have been completely wrong. Trust me. And then there's always the three sides of the story. Okay, so let's go back to the Hanged Man. Let's go over this one more time and see if we got this right. Okay, the Hangman is upright, It's lack of direction. Wisdom, trusting in your intuitive ability. It is perspective, by the way. Did I point that out earlier? It could be feeling trapped, but it is perspective. You're having a conversation on his gossip. This could be very strong energy for the perspective, either of the person having the conversation or the person listening to the conversation. It is upright. It is change. The energy of these three cards together could result in change. Okay, the eyes are opened. Reversal of the mind. Changing of life's forces. So whatever's happening, the energy here is wisdom and trusting your intuition. But there's change here. There's reversal here. Readjusting. So there's your first energy, change and readjusting. You're pretty smart. You're sensitive. Your wisdom. There's some kind of readjustment. Your eyes are open. Gossip. A gossip. Oh my, that makes sense completely. You've got the perspective here. Sensitive, trusting your intuition. You've got intuition upside down. Possible gossip energy. Changing. What are you changing? What are you changing? That's a good question. And you know what, to tell you the truth, if I had more space, I would probably pull a couple cards on that to clarify that. What are you changing? Your eyes are opened. You've got wisdom. You trust your intuition. Your trusting of your intuition is upside down. Reversal in the mind or change, readjusting something. Because of lies that are being exposed. Seeing the truth. Duplicity. Maybe somebody's being disloyal. Well, obviously, if your eyes are open to something, okay, lies are being exposed. Okay. Now, lies are being exposed. Falsehood. Treachery. Preserving what's familiar is in the reverse. Change. Preserving what's familiar is in reverse. Readjustment. So the Two of Swords, lies being exposed. The Three of Cups, gossiping. Eyes are open, gossiping, lies being exposed. Intuition. Sensitivity. Wisdom. Eyes open, lies being exposed. It looks like the energy is that there's going to be some kind of change or readjustment. There's going to be some kind of change or readjustment because for some reason there is a sensitivity, a very strong sensitivity to some kind of gossip. Somebody's eyes are open to some kind of gossip, and the gossiping has not only opened the eyes of someone who is seeing the truth, it's causing delays, it's causing postponement, and this is a Libra energy in reverse. We didn't even go into that. The diplomat is the Libra in reverse. Okay, so usually a justice energy or diplomatic energy in reverse. So whatever's going on here, the justice energy and the diplomatic energy are in reverse. Because, you got to trust that. Balance and order is in reverse. So we're talking a change. We're talking a change that is possibly caused by lies being exposed. It's causing delays. It's causing readjustments. And it's been caused by some kind of gossip, and a very strong energy with all three of these cards, even the ones in reverse. They're all three intuitive energies. Two of them are sensitive. Two of them have wisdom written all over them. Three of them have you trust your intuition. Even though these are upside down, the energy is all over the place. Your eyes have been opened. And there's a little bit of social energy in here. So it doesn't have to be somebody who's got a lot of friends. It could be somebody who rarely goes out into a situation that's social. I am guessing as the energy could be gossiping. Well, you know what? It could be at the job work, but usually, we're hoping that you're not doing that in the workplace. That can create a lot of hardship and pain for whoever is feeling sensitive or being hurt. The energy of the eyes being open, the energy of some kind of adjustment being made, and the energy of the communication, the strong intuitive energy here. I think that that's our message. Now, the oracle that we did pull says feed your fires. Where to put it on a ring on the hand that you throw punches with. That is right there in black and white. Sensitive energy, readjustment. The eyes are wide open. The ruby is on the hands that you throw punches with. Oh, yeah, my disclaimer. I did not advise you to punch somebody. I have no problem with, hey, run out and buy all the ruby rings you want. Send one to me. But my disclaimer, I did not just advise anybody to punch anybody. But eyes are wide open. I think we have the energy of today. That actually was a lot better than the one I did the other day. Timeless energy is specifically for whenever you run across my video and you resonate with it. By all means, if you resonate with this, and if you don't, feel free to check out any of the other videos I've made, and You're always welcome to come back and visit me. This is Barbara with Timeless Energy. You have a nice day.